Hello and welcome back to my nasty and disgusting desk. So in my last video, I tried out Posca pens for the first time. I'd seen them all over the internet and I was like, wow, maybe I should hop on the bandwagon and try these out. Not necessarily bandwagon, I don't know. But I tried them out and they were just so awesome. Kind of loved them. So I bought some more Posca pens. So I bought this set, and it's the kind of the wider tip kind, I guess. I haven't used them yet. And then I went to my local craft store where I got my first Posca pens, and I bought some of these, and I thought that these are the kind that I bought before that were the fine tip. Same kind of smaller tip than these, and then these are the extra small ones, which I have never tried before, so I'm kind of interested to see how these will use. I don't know. I'm gonna swatch them all, see how they all look, since now I have a billion colors just waiting to be used. I'm actually really excited. I should stop rambling because I'm rambling, and I guess we should just get into it. Hey, so it's me, but in the voiceover. First things first, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I definitely filmed this whole video in November of 2019, and I'm just now getting around to finishing it up. Yeah, so huge shout out to 2019 Caitlin in November. Definitely did not see this pandemic coming. Definitely was just vibing with my Posca pens, if you can believe it. It's been a whole mess since then, but I'm not here to talk about that today. I'm mainly going to focus on talking about these Posca pens because that's a video for another time. As you can see, I had a great time right here just swatching all my little colors, you know.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Other than that, it went pretty smoothly. I'm really happy with like the new array of colors I have. I can basically make any art piece I desire at this point. Those fine tip pens definitely did give me a rough time to fill in a whole square. Hey, that was difficult, but other than that, you know, it's generally a good time. I do like filling in little squares with paint pens. That is a hobby of mine. And I think it turned out really nice. I do like the little swatch sheets looked. I've seen so many artists do them on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot, and I was like, why can't I have my share? So, you know, I had to make a swatch sheet for this video. Anyways, so on to the actual piece. I don't know if I can come out and say what my actual inspiration for this piece was, being that I made this in November of 2019 and it's been a hot minute since then, almost a calendar year to be exact. It probably was not even that deep to begin with. I'm just going to come out and say it. I really just was feeling the flying fish that day, I have to say. It was a flying fish kind of day for me, and Posca pens, they just give me this feeling. They're like, hey, you have to block in colors and line things with like reds and blues and make these majestic creatures, and like that sounds dumb when I say it out loud, but I bet like hearing me say it out loud sounds even dumber. But, you know, I was just really feeling like a sunset colored gradient fish. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with where this idea kind of went. I had a lot of fun like detailing the scales and the different colors, and you know, I was able to do that due to the opacity of the Posca pens, which, you know, it's a Posca pen video, so I was kind of trying to utilize those traits of the pens. I did love to line with that deep red. That one was my favorite one to line with. It's probably my only regret is that I don't have more of those mid-size liners, because they're, personally in my opinion, easier to line within the extra fine tips because they're just very fine. I love the way the fins look with the green bubbles on them. I've seen so many artists do things kind of similar to that, and I just always wanted to try it out. And yeah, I had a lot of fun trying to play with all the different like line widths of the different pins, figuring out what worked, what didn't. Blocking in colors was definitely a fun part until the pins started like breaking up the paper. Posca pins do not take well to the paper I use sometimes, which that's the only thing, but I think that's more of a me thing than the pin thing. The variety gave me a lot more room to like add more colors to this piece, whereas my original Posca pin piece had 3 or 4 colors due to the limited amount of pins I had, but now I kind of got to do more. This piece is kind of weird and like kind of outside of what I normally do, and I mean normally I do draw like girls and people and that sort of thing, but I really enjoyed making this and I had a fun time, and I can't remember what 2019 Caitlin was thinking because it's been a long time since then, as I've said multiple times and as everyone knows. But if I had to guess what 2019 Caitlin was thinking, it was probably along the lines of like enjoying life and being happy, and like this piece, that's how that made me feel, and that's so dorky to say out loud, to like hear myself say that, but I genuinely feel that way. Like when I was making this, I was really just, you know, enjoying it, and lately it's felt like more of a burden sometimes when I think, oh, I like have to do this or I have to do that. But I think that this could really teach me a lesson about being in the moment and like enjoying my art for what it is and what I need it to be for me. So yeah, that's kind of the deeper meaning behind the piece, but that's basically it. I mean, it's a flying fish. I did some little doodles to send to my friends, which they got sent at the beginning of the pandemic. Don't worry, I didn't forget to send them until the pandemic though, so kind of rude of me, but my friends forgave me and they liked their little doodles. So yeah, I think these are really fun for like letter making too, if you want to use them for something like that. I mean, that's basically it for me today. I'm probably not gonna say that much else because I'm tired and I kind of just want to get this video out so I can make other videos like I always say I'm going to, like I never do. So hopefully I'll get like a life update video maybe, because I don't really talk about my personal life that much on here because I've made like 4 videos. So yeah, thanks for watching.